Hey, what's up? I'm Bruno, I'm the founder of Abstra, and I'm here to show Abstra Dashes updates. Dashes is an extension to VS Code that allows you to build applications visually, just drag and dropping elements to the interface. We have this extension that you can use to visually edit your interfaces without any HTML or CSS. When you create the first folder, you have to initialize. Initializing your folder will create an abstra.json file that you can use to general settings like changing background, fonts, logos, and other look and feel properties. Also, it initializes our first dash, which is this hello world example. Let's see that. When you first load this example, you will notice these elements you can drag and drop freely on the interface, and also creates a respective Python file where you can declare your variables and functions to be used on the interface. For instance, I will delete everything here and start from scratch. I'll hit Ctrl S or Command S if you are on a Mac. I will also delete all the code and declare a variable here. Let's say name equals Abstra. Once I do that, our dash was reloaded and the interface now have access to this variable. For instance, if I drag a text display element, I can change its properties just typing here, for instance, hello world. But I can also add reference to my Python variables here, like hello name. As you can see, the value of the variable can be accessed here, and you also can change that using our input elements. For instance, we have this text field widget that you can use to bind it to any variable and change it real time. Let's see. I will type it name, which is the name of the variable that I'm choosing to change with this widget. And if I click in this interact mode, I'm now able to interact with my widgets. Let's say test 1, 2, 3. If you look below, you see that we have this output and this console where you can see the values. For instance, if you type name, you return the string with the name. Also, you can use it to change the values. For instance, name equals unknown, enter and change. Every code you run in your dashes in the Python section run on your backend, so you don't have to worry about credentials or other sensitive data running in your user's browser. Also, you can leverage everything Python gives you, such as libraries, importing other files, accessing system resources. For instance, let's say I want to create a library with my utils and then defining a function, let's say sum of A and B that returns A and B. You can use that just importing as any regular Python library in your equivalent Python code. For instance, from utils import sum. Once you do that, this sum function is available on this code and also on your dash. So if I want to create two variables like A equals 1, B equals 2, I can use that as controls to number inputs and sliders on the interface. Let's see, I want a number and also I want a slider where the number controls the variable A and the sliders control the variable B. If I add a text that returns the sum of A and B, when I go to my interact mode, I can change it real time without any additional complexity for handling front-end events in my backend. Abstra extension also supports deploying your applications in one click and much more.